A girl named Deb. She grows up. She falls in love. She gets married. And she has a daughter. Everything feels normal. Until one day, a stranger appears. He takes her daughter back in time, decades into the past. And that little girl grows up in that past world. She grows older, falls in love, and has a daughter of her own. That daughter is named Deb. Wait, read that again. The daughter becomes the mother. So the question is, who was born first? The mother or the daughter? There is no answer, because there is no beginning. This isn't just fiction. Scientists have a name for this. It's called the Bootstrap Paradox, a loop with no origin, an effect that causes itself. In 1949, a mathematician named Kurt Gödel did something incredible. He took Einstein's own equations, the ones that describe gravity and time, and found something disturbing. If the universe rotates in a certain way, time itself could bend into a loop. Not metaphorically, mathematically. Gödel proved that under Einstein's own laws, you could travel into your own past. Einstein himself was unsettled by this. He called it a problem he could never fully solve. So how would this even work? Physicists point to something called a closed time-like curve. Imagine space-time not as a straight line, but as a loop. If you could follow that loop, you wouldn't just travel to the past. You would arrive at a moment that already includes you. This is where wormholes come in. Physicist Kip Thorne, a Nobel Prize winner, studied whether wormholes, tunnels connecting two points in space-time, could be stable enough to allow travel through time. His research suggested something wild. If a wormhole's two ends could be manipulated to experience time differently, one end could exist in the present, while the other exists in the past. Step through it, and you don't change the past. You become part of it. This is what makes the Bootstrap Paradox so disturbing. It's not about changing history, it's about history having no starting point at all. The information, the person, the event simply exists, looping forever. No creator, no origin, just an endless cycle. So back to Deb. If she really did become her own mother, physics wouldn't say it's impossible. It would just say there was never a first Deb. There was only the loop, and maybe that's the most disturbing part. Not that time travel could create a paradox, but that somewhere, buried in Einstein's own equations, a version of that paradox was always possible. The next time someone asks you, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Just remember, physics has an answer more terrifying. Sometimes there is no first. There's only the loop, and you might already be inside one.